What's up, desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and in this video I'm doing my wrap up and review of the 2022 Tampa Pro, where Akim Williams takes out the title and qualifies for that 2022 Mr. Olympia. I wrap it all up and ask the question as well, was Kamal Elgargni or Quinton Eriya ripped off at this show, and did they actually deserve to win? All that plus much more coming up in this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. What's up, desktopers? Now, before I get into this one, I want to encourage you guys, if you like and appreciate this content, please give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up for myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. But let's get into reviewing this 2022 Tampa Pro, because it's definitely an interesting one, because Akim Williams, coming out of pre-judging, was probably not the favorite. I put up a poll on the Desktop Bodybuilding community tab and I said, who do you have winning the 2022 Tampa Pro? And I put my pre-judging review there as well. And 16% said Quinton Eriya, 62% said Kamal Elgargni, who was obviously the eventual second place finisher, and only 21% selected Akim Williams, the eventual winner of this contest. So to everyone, it was a bit of a surprise. And to me, I will say it did look like a very close top three overall. And it was a pretty clear top three from fourth place finisher Joe Mackey. But we'll get into all those placings and we'll go through it now. And I'll go from sixth all the way up to first. And in sixth place, we had Eddie Brecamontes, who really did surprise me. I didn't factor him in my top 10, let alone my top 6. So he really brought a great physique, was in great condition, and really, I think it's probably one of his best all-time packages. Although it might not have been his all-time best placing, this was a very tough lineup. In fifth place, we had Phil Claha, who brought great conditioning. Phil's obviously an older competitor, but he really brings it. I mean, it's so impressive what he's doing at his age. So shout out to Phil Claha, great conditioning once again. He was in that first call out, but then he dropped back, it seems, at finals, placing in fifth place. In fourth place, we had Joe Mackey, all-time best placing, I believe, all-time best physique, I'd say, as well. Now, he does have a little bit of dissension in the midsection, whether that's because he's been, doing all the deadlifts and all the craziness there, or not. I don't know if that's the reason, but overall, he's got a more dense, he's got a more conditioned physique that he's bringing to the stage. He was working with Milosachev those last couple of weeks. We spoke about it in Bodybuilding University in our Tampa Pro preview with Brett Wilkin and Martin Fitzwater, and they said, changing coaches that close to a contest can sort of be disastrous, but it obviously worked out for Joe Mackey placing fourth here. But for the top three, we're going to go through this video. It's by Gilco Productions, next level video quality. If you guys haven't seen this guy before on Instagram, absolutely crazy. Check him out. And the video quality of this one is crazy. And the reason why I want to do it again is because in pre-judging, when I did my video review, the photo was slightly from the left. Quinton Eriya was on the left side of the stage, Akim Williams was on the right. You couldn't get a proper perspective and see what was actually going on. This video is much, much better. The quality is obviously, like I said, super high and super clear, so you can actually see what's happening. Now, Quinton Eriya, the eventual third place finisher, is in the middle. Kamal Elgargni, who finished second, is on the left, and Akim Williams, the eventual winner, is on the right. Now, in the front double bicep, straight away, I'm leaning towards Quinton Eriya and Akim Williams. Quinton's obviously a lot taller, very small waist, huge quads, and his quads are actually really conditioned this year as well, like more than normal. So very impressive Quinton Eriya there. Akim Williams, his chest is what sticks out, which is weird on a front double bicep, but it just absolutely hangs there, which is crazy. Very balanced overall, so you definitely say Quinton or Akim on this pose. When we head to the front lat spread, sort of the same thing. I would lean Quinton and Akim on this pose as well. Quinton looks a little bit shallow through the chest, but he's standing next to Akim Williams. But, the X-frame on the Quinton Eriya is crazy, because those quads are absolutely dominating the stage right there. So that one's close between Quinton and Akim once again. We move into the side chest. I'd say this one's Akim's pose. He's just too thick, and the side leg is crazy. But I'd also probably say a second place there to Quinton Eriya, because that pose is very impressive for him as well. We move into the back double bicep. This is hands down Kamal Elgargni once again. That one's pretty obvious, but Quinton is very conditioned. When he actually does this back double bicep, though, he's a little bit unstable. You can see his right and left arms, like the wrists are too far out, and his elbows are probably too far back contracted. So he's actually losing a little bit of his back there, unfortunately for Quinton. But in second place, I'd probably say probably Quinton in that pose, to be honest, over Akim Williams. Then we head into the back lat spread. This one's really hard to judge because I did see after prejudging some people were making comments about Kamal's rear lat spread, not really liking it overall. And I do understand that. I don't like the look of it as much, but it is still pretty wide and he is conditioned and he is very dense. Now Quinton, you know, he needs a little bit more of a back just because of his structure and how big he is. But from the waist down, very complete, maybe needs a little bit more adductor in there as well, which is crazy because he's got huge quads. But if he had a little bit more adductor, maybe he'd look a little bit more complete and filled out on that pose. And Akim Williams is better on the back lat spread than the back double bicep, but I'd still say that Quinton probably gets it over him on that one. Then we head into these side shots. For side tricep, Akim Williams is so thick. You'd have to say Akim or Kamal on that pose for sure. Even for Quinton though, his shape is next level on that one, so it's really tough. The ab and thigh pose, I'd probably have to say Kamal on that one or Quinton, just because, you know, Kamal was so conditioned. You can see those side abs, it's just absolutely insane. And Quinton just isn't quite as crisp through there, although you could make the argument for Quinton because he does have the best quads on stage and he does have the tightest midsection in terms of like how small his midsection actually is. So you can definitely make the case. And then we head into the most muscular. This one's another close one, but I might have to give this one to Akim Williams or possibly Kamal. But Quinton also looks great as well. It was just such a close top three. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Obviously, you guys had Kamal Elgargni winning after prejudging, but what do you think of a decision after finals with Akim Williams taking out this show and qualifying for the 2022 Mr. Olympia? It'll be very interesting to see what your guys' comments and feedback is, because I'm assuming with obviously so many people having Kamal winning, Akim Williams is going to get a little bit of blowback from this. But Akim did look great. I think he looked better than the Olympia last year. So you only do that is look better than your last appearance. So yeah, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this content, give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. So that's it for me for Xavier Wills Desktop Bodybuilding. We are out.